I'm Dutch, and let's react to the Americans. Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Johan, and I'm a typical Dutchman. And if you're planning to come over to Europe for your holidays, or maybe to live here permanently, or you're wondering how is life in Europe in comparison with the United States, then you are at the right channel, because in this channel I take a look at and react to videos about life and living in America and life and living in Europe, or specifically the Netherlands. And for today, we're going to take a look at a video from Frugal Pro. Frugal Pro, I hope. We're going to start with a subscribe and a like. And he's going to talk about Europe banned this food from Costco. Senior beware. Senior beware. Okay, so this is a video about the differences between what's allowed of food in the United States versus what is allowed over here in Europe. And if you're planning to come over, it would be useful if you know which kind of food you will find over here or won't find over here. So let's take a look at this video. And if you like this kind of stuff, this kind of reaction videos, then please subscribe to the channel, because we're still trying to get up to the first 1,000. And it doesn't cost you anything, only a click, and it means the world to me. So please subscribe to the channel. Now let's take a look.
We're doing this week on how U.S. food regulations have left American consumers exposed to chemicals and additives that have been banned in other countries.
Imagine walking into Costco, that concrete paradise of giant carts and bulk bargains, where everything from vitamins to peanut butter claims to make your life healthier. The air smells like rotisserie chicken and good intentions.
What? Wait a minute.
The air smells like rotisserie chicken.
Is that chicken? It almost looks like turkey. How big they are.
And good intentions.
These are not chicken. This is turkey. Is this chicken?
You tell yourself, this place is America's health headquarters. But here's the jaw dropper. Half a world away in Europe, some of these healthy Costco favorites are flat out banned. Not restricted, not frowned upon, banned. While Americans are tossing them into carts thinking they're fueling their bodies, Europeans see flashing hazard signs. Because across the Atlantic, regulators play by a different rule book, one that often puts safety before.
Is that the actual size of a shopping cart? We don't have that large of shopping carts.
Sales. So today on Frugal Pro, we're taking a trip down Costco's aisles to uncover the foods that Europe said absolutely not to, and the reasons might change the way you look at your next healthy snack run. If this video shocks you even once, hit that like button and subscribe, because at Frugal Pro, we don't just shop smart, we shop with eyes wide open. Let's start with the one that hides behind every gym bag and office drawer, the Kirkland Signature Protein Bars. On paper, they look perfect. High protein, low sugar, gluten-free, guilt-free. But in Europe, these bars would need a chemical warning label the size of the box. Why? They're packed with sucralose and acesulfame potassium.
Okay.
Two artificial sweeteners the EU has either banned or forced to carry toxicity warnings. Sucralose can disrupt your gut bacteria and mess with insulin sensitivity.
Ooh. With insulin sensitivity, that's not good. That could trigger sugar disease.
Basically, your metabolism's worst date night. And yet here, it's sold as a fit fuel. Europe calls it an unnecessary risk. America calls it Tuesday. And those impressive 16 grams of fiber? Sounds virtuous until you realize it's not coming from oats or flaxseed. It's extracted additives. The result is like hiring a marching band for your digestive system. Loud, chaotic, and impossible to ignore. Europeans prefer their fiber the old-fashioned way, from real food that doesn't double as an intestinal fireworks show. Now, leave the snack aisle and head toward the cooking section. Sitting innocently on the shelf is Kirkland Vegetable Oil Cooking Spray, a pantry hero in millions of American kitchens.
Cooking spray?
But in Europe, it wouldn't even pass customs. The oil itself is fine. The problem is the propellants.
Yeah.
Butane, propane, isobutane.
Yeah, that would fly or burn over here. There's a fire hazard inside, bringing a fire hazard inside your kitchen.
Yes, the same stuff that fuels your grill and lights your campfire. Costco sells it as a heart-healthy cooking solution. Europe says, maybe don't season your stir-fry with lighter fluid.
Yeah.
These gases are banned there because of health and inhalation risks. Even if you're not breathing them directly.
Cooking spray. Oh, wow.
Tiny residues can cling to food. And here's the kicker. The zero-calorie label on those cans? A marketing illusion. The serving size is defined as a quarter-second spray. You'd need ninja reflexes and a stopwatch to stay within the limit. For everyone else, your 0 calories just became 60, plus a dash of propane. Now, let's talk about some.
So the idea is that you can spray some cooking oil on your food. That's, I guess, the idea behind this product. I know that a lot of stuff that is in the United States is based on speed and laziness, like spray cheese and not spray cheese, canned cheese and all those stuff. But cooking spray?
Something that looks sweet and harmless. Annie's organic bunny fruit snacks. Those cute little gummy rabbits promising real fruit juice and organic goodness? In Europe, they're hopping nowhere. The cheerful colors that make kids grab them by the handful come from artificial dyes, like red 40 and yellow 5. Substances either banned or forced to carry ADHD warnings overseas. European labels literally say, may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children.
Yeah, and we do have those kind of gums, soft candies. We do have in the same colors, but with some more real taste and color than this one.
Imagine buying a snack that comes with a hyperactivity disclaimer. Only in America do we call that a treat. And the word organic? It only covers some of the ingredients. The dyes, additives, and sweeteners still slip through. It's like sprinkling kale on a donut and calling it a superfood. Even big brands like M&M's and Skittles use natural coloring in their European versions. But not here.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Why? Yeah, giving an answer to my own question. It's, of course, the cost. It can be cheaper, so we do it in the cheapest way in the United States and in the good way, healthy way over in Europe.
They know how to do better. They just don't have to. Walk a few aisles down, and you'll spot a bag of veggie straws beaming with health halo marketing. Bright vegetables on the bag, the word veggie in bold. But open the label and the illusion collapses faster than a cheap folding
What is that? What is this?
chair. They're mostly potato starch, cornstarch, and oil, with a whisper of powdered veggies thrown in so the packaging can legally say, made with vegetables. In Europe, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. EU regulators call it misleading marketing.
It looks like, I don't know what, we have it as a snack, but not like garden veggie straws.
And they're right. These things have less fiber than a slice of white bread. Think about that. The food pretending to be healthy is literally less nutritious than the one everyone calls junk. The colors? Artificial. The flavor? Engineered. The nutrition? Fiction. Europe looked at the formula and said, "No thanks. We already have cardboard. Here in the States, we buy them by the box, convinced we're making a better choice than chips." But the EU
It is chips over here.
demands truth in labeling. And when the picture shows vegetables, they expect actual vegetables
Yeah.
inside. What a concept. And this is just the beginning. Because the deeper you go into Costco's aisles, the clearer it gets. What passes
Coconut oil. Is not a coconut oil?
for healthy in America sometimes wouldn't even make it onto a shelf in Europe. Now let's move from fake vegetables to something that actually looks wholesome. Bread.
Bread.
Because if there's one
Oh, I've seen videos about bread, and that's not the best one. Oh no.
thing Americans love, it's a loaf that screams multi-grain, organic, and heart-healthy.
Yeah. Those are the three words that should do it. But you sweeten it with organic fruit juices. Protein 5, fibers 4, ALA omega 3, 290 milligrams, and whole grains 19 grams, and 1 gram of sugar.
Enter Dave's Killer Bread, the rock star of Costco's bakery aisle. The packaging practically flexes at you. 21 whole grains, seeds, organic, non-GMO. It's got tattoos, attitude, and a fan base that swears it's the cleanest bread money can buy. So why does Europe?
It looks better than I've seen some of the bread that I in other videos. It looks really like some bread. It has the same texture. It looks like with grains in it. It looks, the look is good, but
Europe want nothing to do with it? Because hidden behind all those wholesome buzzwords is something the EU considers a red flag: synthetic folic acid,
ooh,
and a lot of it. In America, we fortify our foods like we're prepping for a nutrition apocalypse. But in Europe, regulators cap synthetic folic acid.
yeah,
Because
synthetic folic acid. Nope, that won't fly over here.
too much can be harmful. It's not that they don't value vitamins, they just prefer people get them from actual food, not a chemistry set. Each slice of Dave's Killer Bread contains about 25% of your daily folic acid intake. Eat a sandwich, and you're halfway there. Add cereal for breakfast and a fortified bar for a snack, and you've just hit 200% before dinner. At that point, you're not eating breakfast, you're running a pharmacy. Studies have hinted that excessive folic acid intake may be linked to certain cancers. But the US approach is basically,
Nope.
until proven guilty,
Yeah.
keep selling it. Europe, meanwhile, plays it safer.
Proof it's healthy, then you can sell it.
If there's doubt, they pull the plug.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why their bread aisles aren't full of nutrition labels that read like medical prescriptions. And if you thought that was bad,
Yeah, it's proof that it's safe, and then you can sell it instead of like in America, it's safe until proven unsafe. Yeah.
wait until we get to the bottled health section. Because nothing says wellness like a bottle of Naked Green Machine juice, the glossy green smoothie that promises a daily dose of fruits, veggies, and antioxidants.
Mm.
The label looks so healthy, it could probably lower your blood pressure just by reading it. But in Europe, that same bottle would be rejected at the border faster than spoiled milk. Why? Because beneath that kale green glow lies synthetic vitamins,
Again.
ambiguous natural flavors, and, get this, more sugar than a can of Coca-Cola. We're talking over 50 grams per bottle. That's not a smoothie.
50 grams per bottle.
That's liquid candy in a yoga outfit. European regulators banned certain synthetic forms of vitamins E and D used in these drinks after long-term safety concerns. And while Americans are busy sipping away thinking they're getting healthier, they're really downing a fruit-flavored insulin spike. Even the term natural flavors is basically ingredient camouflage. It can hide dozens of lab-engineered compounds under one friendly-sounding phrase. It's the nutritional equivalent of someone saying, "Trust me, I'm honest,"
yeah.
while wearing a ski mask. And that green color that makes you feel like you're drinking from the fountain of health? It's enhanced, artificially. Europe's response, nice try, but we'll stick to real fruit, not a chemistry smoothie. Now,
Yeah, you can buy smoothies over here with made of real fruit, or real fruit in combination with real veggies.
let's spread into something most Costco shoppers treat as sacred: Kirkland organic peanut butter. 2 ingredients, organic peanuts and salt. Seems bulletproof, right?
Dry roasted organic peanuts and salt. Sea salt. Sea salt is good, but what is this? Looks.
Except Europe took one look at America's peanut
Ooh.
butter and said, "We'll pass." The problem isn't the label, it's what can grow inside it. We're talking aflatoxins, toxic compounds produced by mold that naturally forms on peanuts stored in warm, humid conditions. The US allows a certain level, arguing that trace amounts are safe. Europe's rule? Zero tolerance, because aflatoxins are linked to liver damage and
Process on equipment that also packages products may contain. Okay, that's allergen information. Consumers. And then I hear a lot about people talking about we have a peanut butter allergy. Yeah, I understand why.
cancer with long-term exposure.
But is he using a spoon? It doesn't even look like peanut butter. It's I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look.
Not exactly what you want on your morning toast.
No.
EU testing standards are also far stricter. Every batch, every shipment, thoroughly screened. In America, it's more like test a sample, hope for the best, ship the rest. Europe said, no thanks, we'll stick with mold-free breakfast. And speaking of supplements, let's talk about something that's supposed to help you. But in Europe, it's been tossed into the danger bin. Kirkland Daily Multivitamins. They look harmless.
I don't use multivitamins anyway, but
Bright bottles, bold claims, and enough nutrients to make you feel like Iron Man. But the EU banned one key ingredient in 2022, titanium dioxide. Sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, right? That's because it practically is. Titanium dioxide is used to make pills bright white and shiny, purely for looks, not health. It adds zero nutritional value. But European regulators found it can accumulate in the body and potentially damage DNA over time. Their decision. Not worth the risk just to make a pill prettier.
okay. Yeah.
American companies, on the other hand, kept using it. Because who doesn't love vitamins that sparkle like Tic Tacs? But here's the real kicker. Many of these multivitamins also pack synthetic dyes and over-fortified nutrients that can push your daily intake above safe limits, especially if you're already eating fortified foods. So
or any of the other foods that already was shown. Oh man.
while you think you're optimizing your health, you might just be overdosing on lab chemistry. It's ironic. The products Americans trust most, the organic, the fortified, the natural, are the very ones Europe refuses to touch.
Yeah, but are these just buzzwords like attracting people. It's organic, it's natural, it's less fat, less sugar. While in real, it isn't. These are all tricks to make people buy stuff. Yeah, and then over here in Europe you cannot buy, but in the United States it usually is, I'm gonna sue. That's what America does. We sue everything and everybody. So why aren't people suing those companies for selling something that is not good for, or not what it actually should be?
Different continents, same brands, completely different rule books. And yet, these items keep flying off Costco shelves faster than sample day pizza rolls.
Yeah, we don't have a Costco, so I cannot compare what Costco would be over here in Europe.
But we're not done, because in the final stretch, we'll expose a few more healthy Costco staples, from protein powders to yogurts, that Europe flat out banned.
Oh yeah, when it comes to dairy, it's yeah.
And the real science behind why. And once you see how these formulas differ across borders, you'll never look at health food the same way again. Let's hit the fitness aisle, where American optimism meets powdered protein and shiny promises. You know the one, Orgain Organic Protein Powder. It's the staple of every Costco cart that screams, "New Year, New Me." It claims to be clean, organic.
Organic, again, buzzword. Protein, 50 superfoods, well, plus 50 superfoods. Protein powder.
Plant-based and doctor-formulated, the holy trinity of health marketing. But in Europe, this powder wouldn't even make it past customs. Here's why. That organic label hides some seriously unappetizing details. One of the biggest offenders, carrageenan, a thickener derived from seaweed that sounds natural but acts like a red flag in your gut.
I wouldn't know.
Studies have linked it to inflammation and digestive distress, which is why the EU banned it from infant food altogether.
From infant food? Yeah. So it's not even, yeah. I'm glad I live in Europe, that my health is protected by those strict regulations.
They decided that gut-friendly should probably not come with a side of stomach rebellion. Then there's the heavy metal issue.
Heavy metals. Heavy metals.
Lab tests found lead, cadmium, and arsenic traces
What?
in some batches of protein powder. Not enough to glow in the dark, but enough to raise eyebrows. European safety standards for these contaminants are far tighter. In the US, the limits are, let's just say, a little more flexible. It's like the difference between a bouncer checking IDs and a guy at the door who just shrugs and says, "You look fine." And we can't forget the classic catch-all phrase, natural flavors? That term is the food industry's invisibility cloak. It can hide up to 100 chemically processed ingredients.
And then they call it natural flavors.
All legally labeled as natural. Europe's take? If you can't identify it, you don't sell it. Here, it's still on the shelf next to the dumbbells and protein shakers. Now, let's cool down with something that seems much safer. A tub of Kirkland Greek yogurt with fruit.
Yeah, these are diaries. That's organic Greek yogurt, plain. Non-fat yogurt, IBS-free, grade A.
You've seen it. Thick, creamy, and topped with berries that look like they came straight from a postcard in Santorini. The packaging says, authentic Greek taste. But the European Union says, not even close. For starters, true Greek yogurt in Europe has to be made by traditional straining methods. Most American Greek yogurts skip that entirely, using thickeners and stabilizers instead to fake the texture.
Oh, okay. It takes some time to create yogurt, Greek yogurt or yogurt anyway, but this,
That's like
yeah, more speed, faster, lower production costs, lower costs at total, so more profit.
calling instant noodles handmade pasta. Then comes the ingredient list: high fructose corn syrup, artificial colors, and preservatives that Europeans have either banned or forced to carry warning labels. Those vibrant fruit swirls? They're wearing chemical makeup. Some of the dyes, like red 40 and yellow 6, carry behavioral warnings for children in Europe, the kind that
What is she doing?
say may affect activity and attention. So while
Oh,
Americans spoon it up as a healthy breakfast, Europeans
that was the way it should be done. Getting the yogurt from the milk. Yeah.
see it as dessert with an identity crisis. And if you thought that's just a labeling difference, think again. Even the probiotic count, the live cultures that make yogurt beneficial, often takes a hit in mass US production. By the time it hits Costco shelves, your gut bacteria are expecting a party. But what arrives is an empty dance floor with the lights already off. Let that sink in.
Okay.
A yogurt so processed that it can't legally call itself yogurt by European standards. And yet here, it's sold as authentic. Now, zoom out for a second. From protein bars laced with banned sweeteners to bread overdosed with synthetic vitamins, from organic snacks full of chemical dyes to juices that rival soda in sugar, the pattern is clear. Europe didn't ban these foods because they hate Costco.
No.
They banned them because they don't gamble with public health.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the US, we often play the prove it's dangerous game instead of the prove it's safe one.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between being cautious and being a test subject with a membership card.
Yeah. And then if you're getting sick, you won't go to the doctor because you can't pay. You can't afford your doctor.
But here's the wildest part. Many of these same brands already sell cleaner versions overseas. They know how to make safer products. They just don't have to here, because we don't demand it. That's why videos like this matter. Not to shame anyone for shopping at Costco, but to remind people that healthy doesn't always mean what the label claims.
What is this? All kind of jars. Yes.
Sometimes the word organic just means the chemicals got better branding. So the next time you stroll into Costco, take a second look at that shiny label that promises the world. Ask yourself, if Europe won't touch it, why should I? Because health shouldn't depend on what continent you're standing on.
Yeah. Okay. And now the question is, of course, for a lot of people, is price a part of your consideration of buying or not buying these products? Are they cheaper, or let's say are the better ones, the more healthier ones, more expensive, more or a bit more expensive than these parts? I don't know because I'm not buying at Costco. But if you live in America, do this. Is this the cheaper version of the more healthier version? I wonder.
If this video made you question even one healthy product in your pantry, do yourself a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to Frugal Pro, and drop a comment with the most surprising banned product you learned about today.
Yeah. Oh wow. There were some hot products are shown over here. I'm thinking, wow, this is not how we do it in Europe. And he already explained it. That's not how we do it in Europe. But oh man, people, a lot of sugar, a lot of other adjectives that I think, oh wow, are there why? I know the bottom line always, how much can we make profit on products with as less cost as? And then they wonder why people are getting sick, or why people are having are not only sick but are obese. It's strange. Why are these people doing this to themselves? I wonder. Let me know in the comments if you know why people do this. And while you're down here, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more of my videos, then this is a good place to be. And the subscribe button you can find on this part. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.